welcome to the awards ceremony for the inaugural Recircle Awards, the tyre industry's new awards event recognising sustainable innovation, product processes, management and services within the tyre retreading and recycling industries.
Today, we will be recognizing the vital contributions of all our nominees to the circular economy, but there can only be one winner of each Recircle Award. So today, we will be announcing the results of the public vote in 18 of our award categories, as well as bestowing Lifetime Achievement Awards on 2 key individuals who have made significant contributions to the tyre retreading and recycling industries over the course of their careers.
And here are our stylish awards that our designers have conceived and which our deserved winners will be receiving today.
They certainly look great. Richard, well, we have loved to have been able to celebrate these inaugural awards, celebrating the industry's contributions to the circular economy together with the whole of the industry in a public ceremony. Unfortunately, in this inaugural year, the COVID-19 pandemic has made that impossible. However, we hope you enjoy this virtual ceremony.
Absolutely. We have to say, we've been absolutely delighted with the response we've received to the launch of the Recircle Awards and with the engagement we've received from all around the world. Over 9,000 votes have been cast across the 18 main award categories, and as we will shortly see, the winners of this year's awards come from all corners of the globe.
That's good to hear. So tell me, Richard, which categories are you looking forward to the most?
Well, it's hard to pick out a particular award, but taking into account the hotly contested nature of the nominations process, the Retreader of the Year Award and the Recycler of the Year Awards will be ones to keep a close eye on. I'm also keen to see the results in the categories that recognise individual excellence, as well as in the Best Company Director and Employee of the Year Award. And you, Charlotte? What awards have caught your eye in this inaugural edition of the Recircle Awards?
Well, as a Canadian with South American roots, it goes without saying that I'm excited to see how the candidates from these regions do, and especially in the Business Breakthrough Award, Best Tyre Derived Product, and the Business Innovation Awards. It also goes without saying that I'm excited to unveil the first winners of this awards program.
Absolutely, and we'll be getting on with those announcements of the winners very shortly. But first, we have a number of thank yous to say.
Firstly, a big thank you to our trophy sponsors, Marangoni.
To our silver partners, Tyre, and our bronze partners, Kryberg, Salvadori, Tech and Vipal. Many thanks for your support.
Thanks also to the members of our nominations committee who have been instrumental in sifting through all the nominations and helping to select the shortlist of candidates.
And they are David Wilson, Wilma Dirkes, Guido Gambassi, Daniel Rojas, Michael Schwemlein, Ewan Scott, Liana Shaw, Valerie Shulman, David Stevens and Martin von Wolfersdorf. And last but certainly not least, many thanks to our main sponsor, Autopromotec.
We'll be going over to Italy to talk to Guido Gambassi after we've made the awards announcements. But first, let's go over to the UK to talk to David Wilson, the Managing Director of Valebridge Media Services and the publisher of Retreading Business and Tyre and Rubber Recycling. Hello, David.
Hello, Charlotte. Good to see you.
Thanks for joining us today. It's very exciting to be on the point of announcing the winners of the inaugural Recircle Awards. How do you feel the process has gone?
Well, as you've mentioned in your preamble, one of the key points to make is the large number of votes we've received from around the world across all of the award categories. One of the things we were most concerned about when planning the awards was trying to assure an even balance in terms of engagement from around the world, and we believe we've certainly achieved that. We have an even balance of winners from various global regions. Indeed, we have winners from North America, South America, Europe, Asia and Australasia, so we're delighted with that.
Thank you very much for that, David. Well, the time has now come to move on with the moment that we have now all been waiting for. So, without any further ado, let's get on with the announcements of the winners of the inaugural Recircle Awards delivered by Marangoni.
Our first award is for the Best Tread Rubber Supplier. This award recognises the best manufacturer or supplier of tread rubber to the global retreading industry in terms of product innovation, product quality and service. This was a particularly hotly contested category, with the result being in doubt until relatively late on. The shortlisted nominees were Goodway Integrated Industries, Malaysia; Freiburg, Austria; Marangoni, Italy; Max Rubber, Malaysia; and Vipal Rubber, Brazil. And the winner is Vipal Rubber.
Next up is the Best Tire Recycling Industry Supplier Award. This award is for the best supplier of goods, technology, and equipment to the tire recycling industry, taking into account innovation, product quality, and service. The shortlisted nominees were Eco Green Equipment, USA; Ecova, Italy; Eldan Recycling, Denmark; Molinari, Italy; Salvadori, Italy. And the winner is Eco Green Equipment.
Our third award is for the best retreading equipment and accessory supplier. This award is for the best supplier of manufacturing equipment and/or accessories for the tyre retreading industry. The shortlisted nominees were Central Marketing, USA; Tech Europe, Belgium; TRM, Italy; Vipal Machinery, Brazil; and VMI, the Netherlands. And the winner is Vipal Machinery.
Our fourth award is for the best casing and tire disposal services provider. This award recognizes exceptional service from a tire collection, tire disposal, and casing supply company. The shortlisted nominees were Cargo Banden, the Netherlands; Kurz Karkass and Handel, Germany; Northwest Casing Company, USA; Tire Core International Limited, USA; Velco Tire Control, United Kingdom. And the winner is Tire Core International.
Next on our list is the award for the best Tyre-derived recycled product, devised to recognise the best new product manufactured from Tyre-derived materials. The shortlisted nominees were the Alprogetti Climbing Gym, Italy; Sevi Sintomac, Roof Tiles, Argentina; Comza SAU Neoballast, Spain; Shredded Tyre Inc., Eco Roof Blocks, USA; Tyrema Updated TDP-B, Devulcanized Rubber, Canada. And the winner is Sevi Sintomac.
Next, we go into the Best Retreading Industry Innovation Award, which recognizes the best new technological innovation for the retreading sector. The shortlisted nominees were Insaturbo Grupo Soledad for their IDNR robotic system, Spain; Cal Tire for their carbon calculator, Canada; Narrowforce for their Densolite carbide tools, Germany; Rigdon for their Black Constrictor twin robotic cell, Germany; Vipal for their eye control technology, Brazil. And the winner is Vipal Rubber.
The next award is for the best new innovation for the tyre recycling sector. The nominees were Eldan Recycling for their foreign object detection system, Denmark; Inea for their silica carbide from ELT and plasma torch project, Italy; Pyrum for their pyrolysis plant, Germany; Rubberjet Valley for RJV recycled rubber, Italy; the Hypertim Integrated Mobile OTR Tyre Recycling Unit, Italy. And the winner is Pyrum.
Our next award is the Retread Industry Fleet Award, which recognizes exceptional support for the retreading industry from a truck or a bus fleet. Our shortlisted nominees were Berliner Stadtreinigung, Germany; Girteka Logistics, Lithuania; JHL Transportes, Portugal; Volanbus, Hungary; V-Bus, Norway and Sweden. And the winner is Girteka Logistics.
As publishers, we felt it was our duty to have an award for the best publicity campaign. And here is the result of that vote. Our shortlisted nominees were ARIP for their Safety in Your Hands print campaign, Italy; Ecopanus for their Greatest Invention Since the Wheel print campaign, Italy; Grupo Solidad for their Corporate Video, Spain; Kryberg for their Animal Track Prints print campaign, Austria; Cygnus Ecovalor for their Social Media campaign, Spain. And the winner is Cygnus Ecovalor.
We were also very keen to offer an award for people working in the industry as key employees within their respective organizations who offered an exceptional contribution to their company and the industry they work in. We were delighted to see the support these individuals received from the market. The shortlisted nominees were Leo Lenkish, Marangoni, Czech Republic; Saverio Musto, Corgum, Italy; Matthew Pulu, Tyre Cycle, Australia; Ankita Saikia, Tyromer, Canada; Beatrice Stadile, Marangoni, Italy. And the winner is Leo Linkesh from Marangoni.
The next award is the Business Innovation Award, which recognises the most innovative new business idea within the tyre retreading and tyre recycling sectors. The shortlisted nominees were Seirub, the Scandinavian Recycled Rubber Certification Project, Norway, Sweden and Finland; Grupo Solidad for their Circular Economy Concept, Spain; Caltire for their Maple Programme, Canada; Clean Industries for their Clean Loop Platform, USA; Seginas, the Ecuadorian System for Used Tyre Management, Ecuador. And the winner is Seginas.
As Richard indicated earlier, one of the most prestigious awards is that of the Best Tyre Retreader, which recognizes the best manufacturer of retreaded tires in terms of product quality and service. This award was hotly contested, particularly by 3 major independent European retreaders, and the lead changed hands several times through the voting process. The shortlisted nominees were Insa Turbo, Spain; Caltire, Canada; Marangoni, Italy; Michelin, France; Vaculug, United Kingdom. And the winner is Marangoni.
Next up is the award for Best Tyre Recycler. Here are our nominees: Liberty Tyre Recycling, USA; Murfitts Industries, United Kingdom; Rubber Resources BV, the Netherlands; Tyre Cycle, Australia; X-Tyre Global, South Africa. And the winner is Tyre Cycle.
And now we come to another individual award, that for Best Company Director, where we recognize exceptional performance by a company director within the tyre retreading and recycling sectors. Our shortlisted nominees were Dario Andreani from Insamar and Sustrand, Chile; Jorge Crespo from Vaculug, United Kingdom; Pascal Klein from Pyram, Germany; Dmitry Ninchnikov from China, Russia. Sudarshan Varadaraj from LG Rubber, India. And the winner is Dario Andreani.
Our next 4 awards are awards we announced at the start of this year in order to assure optimum inclusivity in terms of the award categories. The first of these is the Spirit of Retreading Award, which aims to recognise the particularly noteworthy contributions to the retreading industry by mid-size, small or regional retreaders. This award was very closely fought and came down to a couple of votes separating the 2 leading nominees. The nominees were Sumerel Tyre, USA, KL Tyre Retread, Malaysia, Megatreads, South Africa, Unigoma, Argentina, Yashina, Ukraine. And the winner is KL Tyre Retread.
The next award is the Tyre Pyrolysis Award, an award we introduced to recognize the interest shown in pyrolysis sector. This award was particularly notable for the efforts made by the eventual winner to mobilize their supporters to vote in huge numbers. Congratulations to them. The nominees were Boulder Industries, USA, Delta Energy, USA, New Energy, Hungary, Pyrum, Germany, Scandinavian Envirosystems, Sweden. And the winner is Scandinavian Envirosystems.
The next award is the Tyre Repair Award. The nominees for this award were LG Rubber, India, ITRS Vulcan Volcap, Canada, Myers Tyre Supply Patch Rubber, USA, Rima Tip Top, Germany, and Tech, USA. And the winner is Tech.
Our last award that was open to the public vote was an award we devised to recognize a significant impact in terms of new market entry or growth by a company active within the tire retreading or recycling sector. The nominees for the Business Breakthrough Award are Fornax, India, Great All International, United Kingdom, ITRS Vulcan Volcap, Canada, Narrowforce, Germany, Silvercap, Brazil. And the winner is Fornax.
Well, that concludes the list of winners of the awards that were open to the public vote. Congratulations to all of the winners. However, we now have the pleasure of announcing the winners of our 2 Lifetime Achievement Awards. These awards were not open to public vote. Instead, the winners were selected following a consultation between the respective editors of Retreading Business and Tyre and Rubber Recycling in the form of David Wilson and Ewan Scott. The winners were chosen on the basis of their outstanding contribution to their sectors over many years. In order to introduce the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award for the tyre retreading sector, where we're delighted to now welcome Ruud Spuijbroek, the retired General Secretary of BIPAVER, who is going to say a few words now about the winner of this award.
Hello, Richard. Thank you for the opportunity. And first of all, I would like to congratulate Hans-Juergen with his well-deserved award. And of course, I thank you for the opportunity to share some thoughts about Hans-Juergen with you all. And the first thought that comes to my mind is that my friend, a former colleague, is a true tire professional. It is clear when you're coming from the industry and you meet somebody who is also from the industry that our focus is automatically aimed at standards and normalization. So therefore, when I met Hans-Juergen at the very first time, I was not surprised to see that he was making a point of the development and of the ECE regulations, particularly the 108 and 109. So that is the retread versions of the passenger car tire and the truck tires. And later on, in our 25 years that we worked together, regulations became the thread of the professional life of Hans-Juergen. And especially in the beginning, there was also names to be mentioned like Leonard Lindström as our representative in Geneva, our Geneva connection. And later, when Michael Schwemmlein replaced him, it became very well that the three of us worked closely together. Successfully, I might add. That Hans-Juergen is a real professional also shows in his own association work. For the both of us, and during many years that we worked closely together, member awareness was always present. So for whom are we doing this? So not only in BIPAVER, but also in our individual associations. So over the years, we introduced the holiness of membership, just to emphasize the importance of our members. And whatever we did in the past, it was always about defending the interest of our members. And in particular, talking about BIPAVER, about the independent retread industry. So, true professional. Also, Hans-Juergen is a man of passion and drive. Coming from the industry, it gave us both an advantage, since we understood the position of the new tire industry, sometimes more political than technical, during the many visits to our friends of ETRMA and ETRTO. And even so, it would have been easy to use the representation of the German importance, and maybe we did. However, we always acted as European representative on behalf of our European members, and that is of the European independent retread industry. And the same applied for our visits to all relevant directorates in Brussels. Probably the most memorable ones are the visits to DG Trade. Meanwhile, the results of those interesting meetings are well known in the European retreading business. It also emphasized the passion and drive that Hans-Juergen showed, sometimes even emotional, since management was in German hands. He was very much present in spite of his language problem. Talking about his language problem, during the meetings, he always explained himself to me in German and asked me to translate, whilst many others present understood German, thus creating to deliver his message and thoughts at least 2 times. And I often wondered if he did this on purpose, or maybe it was just old school political handwork. During the Retire project, complex steps before Hans-Juergen also showed to be a passionate and driven representative. It was not the easiest project we had to face. The complexity of the labeling a product that contains so many variables and parameters. Today, it's all history, but then it was difficult. The begging part, getting the millions of euros in to make this all happen. And on the other end, getting the materials in and getting the industry behind us. As I understood, it's still going on, so who knows, maybe someday. Hans-Juergen is also a communicator. It was always a pleasure to see him working during the many meetings, both as a BRV or BIPAVER representative. He always had a kind word for everyone, knowing the entire business as the back of his hand. And as I mentioned earlier, also here a true and sincere professional. Also, Hans-Juergen as a family man, and for me as a friend forever. We work so close as neighboring countries, of course. Not only BIPAVER businesses were discussed, but both national associations were also addressed. Both fathers and grandfathers, both happily married with supportive partners. And it is clear that we became friends and still are. And the many 8 o'clock phone calls on our way to work became legendary. To conclude, finally, Hans-Juergen Drechsler for more than a quarter of a century, a man with a mission. And finally, I wish him and his family a well-deserved retirement in good health and spirit. Thank you.
So there you have it. Congratulations to Hans-Juergen Drechsler, the winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award for the tyre retreading sector.
So there you have it. Congratulations to Hans-Juergen Drechsler, winner of the Lifetime Achievement Award for the retreading sector. We're now going over to Germany, where Hans-Juergen is waiting to speak to me. Hallo Hans-Juergen, schönen guten Tag und willkommen zu dieser Preisverleihung für die Recircle Awards.
Hallo.
Zuerst mal möchte ich dir zu dieser Auszeichnung recht herzlich gratulieren. Das hast du meines Erachtens wirklich verdient, sowohl für deine Rolle bei der BAV als auch für deine Arbeit im technischen Bereich für BIPAVER. Wie fühlst du dich in diesem Moment?
Ja, ich fühle mich sehr geehrt. Es freut mich sehr, dass die Arbeit der letzten 25 Jahre in dieser Form anerkannt wird. Ich habe das natürlich nicht alleine getan, sondern wir hatten viele, viele Mitstreiter für die Runderneuerung in Europa, insbesondere für die mittelständische Runderneuerung. Aber trotzdem freut mich das sehr, diesen Award zu erhalten.
Wunderbar. Ich habe eine zweite Frage für dich, und zwar folgendes. Ich erinnere mich von meiner Zeit bei der RMA daran, dass die BIPAVER sehr viel über die Jahre für die Grundversorgungsindustrie in Europa getan hat. Ich bin gespannt zu wissen, welche Hoffnungen du für die Industrie in der Zukunft hast. Was sind die Gelegenheiten für die Grundversorgung und was sind die Gefahren, die die Industrie überwinden muss?
Okay, also wenn wir von Industrie sprechen, sprechen wir sicherlich von den mittelständischen freien Runderneuerern in Europa. Und ich glaube schon, dass im Moment die Zeichen für die Runderneuerung insgesamt sehr gut stehen. Alles spricht im Moment über Circular Economy, über Nachhaltigkeit, über CO2-Reduktion, Ressourcenschonung etc. Und ich bin nach wie vor 100% davon überzeugt, dass gerade die Runderneuerung ein Paradebeispiel dafür ist, wie man solche Sachen umsetzen kann. Und da man heute sowohl in Europa, zum Beispiel Green Deal, aber auch in den nationalen Programmen Nachhaltigkeit generieren will, glaube ich schon, dass jetzt die Chance besteht, die Runderneuerung wieder nach vorne zu bekommen. Damit die Runderneuerung wieder die Rolle spielen kann, die ihr eigentlich gebührt, als ökologische Alternative zum Neureifen bei gleichen Eigenschaften oder Performance-Eigenschaften etc. Und ich betone, ökologische Alternative, nicht preiswerte Alternative. Und insofern glaube ich, dass im Moment die Zeichen für die Runderneuerung gut stehen. Das wird sich nicht von heute auf morgen ändern, aber wir haben sicherlich im Moment die Möglichkeit oder bessere Möglichkeiten, bei der Politik gehört zu werden, damit auch die politischen Rahmen für die Runderneuerung wieder deutlicher in den Vordergrund gerückt werden. Und ich bin fest davon überzeugt, dass wir mittel- oder langfristig wieder von Pkw-Runderneuerung sprechen werden, nicht nur von Lkw- oder EM-Runderneuerung, sondern von Runderneuerung generell von Reifen als riesen ökologisches Thema. Und insofern bin ich eigentlich optimistisch und ich hoffe, dass ich das bei der Freiburg Austria in der Form begleiten kann. Ich kann da jetzt im Moment noch nicht zu viel verraten, aber wir werden da schon, glaube ich, auch von Freiburg Austria noch den einen oder anderen Weg in unmittelbarer Zukunft setzen.
Okay, Hans-Juergen, vielen Dank für deine Gedanken. Also noch einmal herzlichen Glückwunsch zu dieser Recircle Award und ich wünsche dir alles Gute für die Zukunft. Vielen Dank.
We now move on to our final award, the Lifetime Achievement Award for the tire recycling sector. This person has also spent many years promoting the sector in which she works. To say something about her, here is Peter Taylor, OBE, Director of the UK's Tyre Recovery Association.
I'm really delighted to learn that she's won this award because she most certainly deserves it. And when we think of Valerie, Dr. Valerie Shulman, let's be correct about that. We think of a whole series of firsts. You know, she was the first to fully define tire recycling more than 2 decades ago now. Almost the first to define its terminology and words and phrases like end-of-life tires, post-consumer, and really it was Valerie who originally defined these concepts, and we should acknowledge that, and I'm pleased that we are doing just that today. We probably should have done it sooner. And in another first, she was the first person to fully expound on the the many existing and potential uses for our end-of-life tires right from the start. And really some of that is only coming into play today. So that's really how ahead of her time she was. So almost single-handedly, she defined our industry as we find it now.
Congratulations to Valerie Shulman, our well-deserved winner.
Valerie Shulman,
Yes.
you've been 30 years with ETRA, and you've now received the Lifetime Achievement Award in Tyre Recycling from the Recircle Awards. How do you feel about that?
Surprised, shocked, and flattered. And I look at all the people who were there to support me and who supported the industry from its very earliest days. And many of them are still there.
Where do you see future challenges for the tire recycling sector? In brief, if you please.
As we move from an energy producing sector to one that provides valuable raw materials for new products and applications, I think that it shows how well small and medium-sized businesses work together and create an industry, number one. Number two, I thank the Commission and the EU itself for looking and realizing that these businesses needed that kind of a support and help them to progress over the years. And that's the 30 years that I've been there. In other parts of the world, some of them have progressed a little bit further than we have, as in North America. And some are building upon what we have produced in the past 30 years. And it's incredible to watch how new industries have opened their minds to the potential of using these materials. And I think that the tire manufacturers have come a long way in the past 30 years, from burn only to using these materials as raw materials.
So there you have it. We're now almost at the end of this award ceremony, but before we do, we're going over to speak to one of two key people who have helped us bring this event to fruition. First of all, we're going over to the USA, where David Stevens, the Managing Director of TRIB, is waiting to talk to us. Hello, David.
Hey, Richard, how are you doing?
So, David, as part of our nominations committee and a key pillar in our process, how have you viewed the awards process and the results?
Well, I think, in many ways, it's often difficult to get a new awards program off the ground. And especially with some of the restrictions that have been faced by all of us this year. And I think what's most encouraging is just the great amount of participation that we've seen from all corners of the world in terms of nominations and voting, and a really good representation of the retread, repair, and recycling industries all around the world. And it really just, I think it helps opens people's eyes a little bit to how we are truly a global industry and focused on the same things of, the environmental benefits of retreading, proper repair, and ultimately recycling. So, for the first year, what a great level of participation, and some really well-deserved winners that are coming out of it as well.
Thanks for your input, David, and we look forward to working with you on next year's event soon. Next, we're going over to Johannesburg to talk to Liana Shaw, the editor and publisher of SA Treads. Liana, thank you for joining us today from South Africa. We really appreciate your help in delivering these awards. How have you viewed the Recircle Awards so far, and what do you think this new event is adding to market awareness of the role tyres play in the circular economy?
I would just like to say, Richard, that first of all, a big thank you for including me in this prestigious group of people, because I found the initiative highly exciting and highly effective. Never before have we been able to pay tribute to the unsung heroes. We've got the retreaders, we've got the recyclers, the casing people, and now we have a platform through which we can do that. We can actually acknowledge their efforts, and we can provide them with a platform to showcase all their solutions, their innovations, and their accomplishments, which is hugely exciting for the rest of the world. I found some of the products and innovations and solutions very exciting, very inventive, and I believe that the rest of the world, the rest of Africa, particularly in our case, where we are a little bit slower with this whole process, we can learn a lot from some of the pioneering technologies that have come out through this process. So I'm extremely excited and very honored to have been a part of it.
Thanks for your comments, Liana, and for the way you've promoted the Recircle Awards within the pages of SA Treads. Well, for a final word, we're now moving over to Italy to hear from Guido Gambassi from our title sponsor, Autopromotec. Guido, we've now come to the end of the inaugural Recircle Awards, and as the title sponsor, what has been your experience of this first event, and what are your hopes for the future?
Yeah, we as Autopromotec are really grateful to Valebridge Media Services for having carried out this beautiful project to enhance the emerging realities of tire trading and tire recycling sectors. Autopromotec has its historical origin in the tire trading industry and strongly wanted to sponsor this project to value the key players of the new sustainable mobility. We are therefore happy and proud to have met, known and supported so many important companies in the sector. For the future, we believe that this event will grow a lot as a prestigious global reference point, which we look forward to hosting in Italy as soon as possible.
Well, that almost brings us to the end of this year's Recircle Awards. But before we do, just a final word of congratulations to all the winners and indeed to all the other nominees.
Yes, indeed. Of course, with an event like this, there has to be winners. But the truth is that every single one of our shortlisted nominees deserved congratulating for their contribution to the circular economy. And before we go, we'd just like to give a shout out to some of those shortlisted contenders who did particularly well in the voting, but did not quite manage to come away with an award.
To Max Rubber, who received more votes than any other nominee without actually winning an award.
To Tyre, who came within a couple of votes of winning the award for the best Tyre-derived recycled product.
To Ankita Saikia, also from Tyre, who was incredibly just unlucky not to win the Best Employee Award.
To Unigama from Argentina, who also came close in the Spirit of Retreading Award.
To Vaculug and Insa Turbo, both of whom led the Retread of the Year award at different stages in the process.
And to Central Marketing, who put up a particularly strong showing in the retreading equipment category, despite being up against global players. To all our winners and nominees, congratulations.
Well, that is all for this year. We hope you've enjoyed the process.
In the meantime, thank you for joining us for the first Recircle Awards ceremony, and we look forward to seeing you again very soon as we launch the Recircle Awards 2022. Until then, stay safe.
Goodbye.